Alright, welcome to Fright Fest 2019. No, I don't care that that's what Six Flags calls their Halloween thing. Because that's what I'm calling this. I need options. Because I don't know how bright this is or how loud this is gonna be. Whatever. Normal. So yep, this is the beginning of my Halloween series. As usual, we'll be playing some horror games. Not that I don't play horror games during the year normally, but this year is going to be a year of twos. We are starting with Dead Space 2. Last year I did Dead Space 1. Dead Space 2 is a game that I have a lot of opinions on. Almost none of them are positive, which is a shame because I love Dead Space 1. But let's just get into this, right? Okay, there we go. Barely appears in the center of the screen. That's bright. You know, I'm just gonna go with the default.
Isaac, are you there? Come in, Isaac. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Isaac. Look at the time difference. I'll call you back later.
It's okay. How you doing?
Good. You're right, Isaac. The Ishimura is a great ship. I am so lucky to be serving aboard her.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You know they're gonna decommission her next year.
Isaac, thank you
For what?
for just pushing me to do this. I mean, if it weren't for you, I never would have made it this far, because you made me stick with it.
I'll just remember, I'm giving you up for 6 months so you can do this.
You know what? We must be getting on a range there tonight. Isaac? Isaac, can you hear me? Look, I'm gonna call you back as soon as I can, okay?
Isaac! You were drifting away for a moment there, Mr. Clark. I believe you were telling me about your nightmares that you've been having. About your dead girlfriend. What was her name?
Nicole.
I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Yes. Nicole Brennan. She was a senior medical officer stationed aboard a Planet Cracker-class vessel.
Hey, Ishimura.
USG Ishimura, yes. Part of a mining operation on Aegis 7. I understand communications went down shortly after their arrival. You were part of the repair mission. A mission for which you volunteered, am I right? What did you find aboard that ship, Isaac?
They found something.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you have contact with this marker? It made you see things, didn't it? Things you didn't want to see.
It spoke to me.
What did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac? Isaac? Isaac, can you hear me?
Isaac. Isaac, can you hear me? Dana, I found Isaac Clarke. Repeat, I have him.
Great work, Franco. Be careful. He's been out a long time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Steady. We gotta get you out of this straitjacket. Where am I? Alright, I know you're confused right now. I can explain everything, but you gotta trust me, okay? Listen, you're in terrible danger.
So sorry to do this so soon, but I gotta change the settings here because this is a loud game, just like the previous one. We'll set that to like 70. Set that to like 80. That will go down to like 65, and we'll put that on. Did that save? Yes, it did. Alright, so there you go. Yeah, I remember the first game I had to like immediately fix the audio because it was just so loud. I shouldn't go that way. So yeah, I mean, I think this game starts off pretty well, just due to the fact that like the imagery of seeing the that dude turn into a slasher is a really good it's a good starting point. Unfortunately, it's all downhill from here. Because this is something that I've talked about a lot. But I love the original Dead Space. It's one of my favorite games. I still love to play it. You know, I had a ton of fun playing it last year. But this game did what the Resident Evil games took like 6 or 7 games to get to. Which is just, it's instantly an action game. It's barely like a horror game. It's just straight up now an action horror game. Which again, it took like, you know, it took like 0, 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica. It took about 6 or 7 games. Oh no! Whereas, you know, Dead Space, it took 1 game basically. Which is why, for me, the Resident Evil games becoming action games was always a lot more palatable than this, because it ramped you up. It wasn't just an instant thing. And I never even bothered playing Dead Space 3. I have it, but I never ever bothered playing it. Because why would I? I didn't like this game. I picked up Dead Space 2 and 3 like a couple years back just to have them at GameStop for like $5 each, so I wasn't too upset with having to do that. I still, however, love the lore of Dead Space, and this game plays fine. It's a very playable game. You know, it's not like, this is a glitchy mess. It's just tonally I don't like it. It's just the kind of game it became. It's still a game that I like to play. You know, I'm not going to be complaining this entire time. And hey, maybe I'll change my mind through this, right? I haven't played this in its entirety in a couple years, so...
Talk about what you saw today. Come on, Strauss. I'm here to help you.
It was black. Deep black and glowing red with symbols. Symbols whispered to me. And what did the symbols whisper to you? Come on, Strauss. What? It was just short. It was just short, but it put so much stuff in my head, so much shit in my head. There's no more room for anything. I can't remember what he looks like. I can't remember.
The symbols, Strauss. What did the symbols tell you?
They told me that it wasn't my fault. I didn't kill them. They didn't deserve this, and I didn't deserve this. Fucker.
Put Mr. Strauss back in stasis, suggest his medication up 30 milligrams, and we'll try another session first thing in the morning.
Strauss is a character from Dead Space Extraction, which is the Wii game, the light gun game, which is fine. It's a fine game. I enjoy it. It's a prequel to the original game, and I think it basically ends right where the first one starts, which is cool. Again, a lot of nice little lore things in that game. But I was considering playing that before I did this, but I don't really care. Figure this one would be more, you know, appropriate.
Come on, man.
Phase 4. I remember you. Tiedemann said all the key subjects need to be eliminated. Terminated. Which one more? Will it matter?
Listen to me! We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of this straitjacket.
No one's getting out of here alive.
Don't do it.
There's no escaping from what I've done.
Take it easy, buddy. Just take it easy.
Your rig is red. It's red. There's a health pack and a flashlight in that wall locker. You should grab them. Go ahead. Take it. I won't be needing it anymore. Isaac, we're all gonna burn for what we did to you.
I mean, I could have ran up and tried to stop him, but whatever. The animation's not done yet, so he hasn't like been able to interact with him yet. It's pretty goofy. I don't mind that Isaac just starts talking now. I would have rathered some sort of a reasoning for it. Like, why was he completely silent in the first game and now all of a sudden he's just a chatterbox? This isn't a weapon, right? No, it's not. They also de-aged him a little bit because his head was like significantly rounder and he looked much older.
Clark! Isaac Clark, is that you?
Who are you?
My name is Dana. I'm the one trying to rescue you.
Why? What's going on?
You're suffering from a unique form of dementia, Isaac. Something you contracted on Aegis 7.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Your dementia will kill you. But if you can get here, I can treat you and get you to safety.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm not the one shooting at you.
Fuck.
Just follow the route I'm sending you.
They took a more cinematic route with this one too, which is one of the things that I actually liked about it. There's more like, you know, quote-unquote cutscenes in this one. Also, that is one of the tropes that pisses me off more than anything. It's like, there's a wheelchair rolling by. And it's like, why? Why is there a wheelchair there? Hello? Oh. Yeah, as I said, this is going to be a year of twos. I might sneak in like a tinier game or something like that at some point, but it's going to be mainly two of these games. This game, and then I'm sure you can guess what the other two is going to be. What's a big game that came out this year that I might want to play for this Halloween festivities? That's a horror game that's also a 2.
Orderly TPS report 1418. The recent realization that the popsicle sticks were being constructed into marker-like miniatures for over a year has led to a search of the unit for any other such phenomena. It appears widespread, with marker forms being made out of medication bottles, hypodermic needles, and even toiletry items like nail clippers and tweezers. The research teams have all been notified of the discovery.
So yeah, I forget where, I think it's in the movie, one of the Dead Space movies, probably the second one, which, I remember the second one not being very good at all, which should have been a sign that this game wasn't going to be up my alley. But I think that's where they show Isaac getting picked up and found, if I'm not mistaken. You know, this game had such a good story to it. Like, very interconnected. There were 2 movies to fill in some spots. There was Extraction. I probably looked away. There was probably Nicole there. There was a book, Dead Space Martyr, which was very good. Talked about, like, Michael Altman and unitology and stuff like that. But this game just threw all the goodwill that the series had with me out the window. Something about this game just rubs me the complete wrong way. And I know a lot of people really, like, prefer this one to the first game. But I think those people are actually like crazy people. They don't know what they're doing. And obviously, hey, if you like this game, that's great. Like I said, it's a fine game.
Isaac, what happened? Are you alright?
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will die.
Including me.
Not if you follow my route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.
Yay, now we have stasis. Or I guess it's not stasis, but still, good enough for me. Was that what I was supposed to do? Oh, no, right, because you're supposed to use this here. This is a cool way to start the game, honestly. I do think this is, like, one of the better parts of the game, is just the beginning. Oh, cool, health pack. Nice. Dude, I understand that there's an evacuation in progress. You don't need to keep telling me. Stop that. Give me the weapon. There we go. I want to bring an enemy's body with me? What are you talking about? I heard some spooky music. Is there an enemy in here? Hello? Is someone there? Hold on, I gotta make like Batman. And, hide my exit. Conceal my exit. You gotta give me that back. I think they keep his yells the same, which is kind of goofy. Because his voice is, like, completely different now. Whatever. I was gonna try and break the, this guy. I could probably just do this. Nope, can't do that, never mind. I know how to restore health. Also, I feel like playing this game on the Xbox One, which is how I'm playing this because I cannot record for my PS3 anymore for some reason, or my 360. Yeah, the Xbox One controller is so loud. It's gonna be like intense situations. You're gonna hear me like click clacking on the controller. Okay, well, sorry, buddy. You know what? This is how this guy's gonna get killed. Oh yeah, they made that guy significantly weaker because that is not right. I feel like they keep switching the buttons on me. That's stomp, that's hit. Alright, I need to remember that. Dude, I know about the evacuation. What if just throughout the entire game they told me about the evacuation? And they just never stopped? I wouldn't like that, personally. It's dropping my inputs, dude! Every time I go to pick something up, it takes like a half hour to do it. This time, I'm going to conceal my exit. Nope, okay, well in the first game that would have worked, so this game is worse. I know how to play the game. You still gotta worry about enemies coming back to life, but I don't think it's as bad in this game. Oh my god, get out of here. Go away. Because it's not, you know, it's no longer a, like, Metroidvania game where you keep going back to the same areas, so it's not as important in this one. You know, it's more like Resident Evil 4. No, that's rough, buddy. I'm sorry.
What the fuck are you doing?
Ignoring you for now? Is anyone out there? Yeah, dude, I'm here. Just calm down. Chill. Okay? I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you. If you keep up with that attitude, young man. Oh, good. I have plasma energy, but no plasma, plasma gun. Plasma pistol. No, that's Halo. What is it called? How am I blanking on this? It's called the plasma rifle. No, it's not a rifle. Alright, is there anything else in here of note?
Help me! Would you fucking help me?
Calm down. I'll cut you out of there. Is that a tissue laser?
Plasma cutter. How did I forget that?
What the fuck are you doing? Shit!
I mean, basically Isaac just got this guy killed at this point. Still one of my favorite guns in any game. Plasma cutter's so good. It's a gun that's so good I couldn't even remember its name a minute ago. Now, the big thing about another reason why I'm not too thrilled about playing this on the Xbox is I won't be able to show off a lot of the cool costumes until the end of the game, because for whatever reason, like the costume that they advertised this game with, like the cool new Power Ranger outfit that you only get like right at the very end of the game, which is kind of unfortunate.
Isaac, it's Dana. You have to dismember the creatures to stop them.
I know. I've had a lot of practice.
Just try to stay in one piece.
Thanks.
That's the Visceral logo. You can even see the V there on the skull, on the skeleton. These guys have cool outfits. You can put this on. I forget if it's a DLC or not, but yeah, they've got cool outfits. I wonder if theoretically if I could go online and play multiplayer in this game, if the servers are still up. I'm gonna go ahead and say I highly doubt it though. The camera is kind of hurting my eyes. I don't know why. It's like the frame rate isn't quite good enough. Or maybe it's too good. Wow, yeah, that's really scary. That's never not scary, just in a game where they just play a loud noise for no reason. There's almost certainly someone to my side now. How did I know that? I don't know, I'm just real good. Now, I played the first game, like every video was a chapter. I don't think that's how this one's gonna go. Because I think this game is a little bit longer. So, I don't think we'll be doing it like that this time. I don't remember if is there an option to play through the entire game with Isaac like this? Because I think that would be kind of fun. Or like Isaac in a suit. They never do that. That would be too much fun. Like, this game's already just a big goofy action game. Why couldn't they do stuff like that? And I mean, I know there's a big goofy weapon in this game that's just a foam finger. That's not what I wanted, but whatever. I wanted to throw this guy out of that room. How do these areas get so fucked up so quickly? I'll never quite understand that. Alright, I want to go that way, so I'm going to go this way. Really? They're not going to throw an enemy at me in here? That's kind of weird. Because this is exactly the kind of place you would want to do that in. Like, oh, you go in that extra room for some items? Well, you are now fighting an enemy. I'm never reading those text logs. You can count on that. You're assured a constant supply. We work around the clock to provide consistent shipments of food and medical supplies to Titan Station.